Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for Daniil, Medvedev. Please raise your hand, state your organisation when asking your question. Daniil, just give us your thoughts on your preparations so far for the championships.
Yeah, I came here quite early Tuesday evening, so trying to prepare. You never know before the tournament how it's going to go. But I'm really looking forward because, first two slams were not as I expected. This can happen, so I have even more kind of goals towards Wimbledon to try to show my best tennis. But yeah, the draws are always tough. You can have tough opponents, so I'm just looking forward to play some good tennis.
Hi Daniil. Up until quite recently, I don't know exactly when it changed, your ATP bio used to say that grass was your favourite surface. Did that used to be true? It
used to be true just before I started playing better on hard courts. And now I love hard courts. And to be honest, by the results, clay is better than grass right now for me. So I want to try to change it. I feel like I can play well on grass. Last year I made 2 finals in 3 tournaments that I played. So just need to find my way, find my rhythm, and that's the last tournament where I can do it.
Is it really important to you, given the meaning of this tournament to the sport, to excel here?
That's the thing. So when I came here the first day, and when you come the first day, you can travel the grounds. There are no fans. So every player to go from Arangi to the main side. And I feel like every time you come to Wimbledon, it's the same feeling, especially the first day, because then like everything in life, you kind of get used to it, to what you see. But first day you come, and it was the same for me in juniors. You're like, wow, that must be the best place in the world. Like every flower seems to be in the right order, in the right color. The locker rooms are unbelievable. Food is great. I mean, just the atmosphere around the site itself. First day, you always say, wow, that's the best tournament. The only bad thing when you lose, you go crazy. You're like, nah, I played so bad. But that's why I want to try to make it even a happier place for me.
Daniil, Sebastian Varela for Clay.
Clay.
Andy Murray, Clay.
Okay, that's funny.
Andy Murray was talking before about how important was the experience for him, like his biggest weapon. You are in an age that you mix the experience with the youth. Like, what do you think is most important in tournaments like this?
Tough to say, you know. Better ask Novak or guys like this the question, who won more Grand Slams. But I feel like it's the mixture of things, because every time you hear a little bit older players talk, they all talk about experience for sure, because it's true that physically maybe you are not as strong as you were before, so they must start to use something else to actually physically not get tired. Look at Novak. I mean, he turned 36 or 35 this year. 36, yeah, that's crazy. And we saw with Carlos that actually it's Carlos who got nervous, got cramps, and probably physically Carlos is just stronger, just given the age difference. But I hope I have some experience, especially in terms of match play, of big matches on big courts, playing on big courts, big tournaments, to try to do well in the big tournaments like here. And that's what I say. So, for example, this Roland Garros, I played Thiago. He went from quali, so I have more match experience, but he played unbelievable and beat me. So it's always a mixture of things, but hopefully here I can use my experience and my yes to try to do well.
Daniil, you said that the first 2 slams, you're going to use that as kind of motivation, but you didn't say the missing last year is motivation. It doesn't make any difference to you coming back that you've not been for 2 years?
Well, I really missed it. That's the kind of the only thing that I always said. I love playing this tournament. Again, my first junior win was here. I lost Roland Garros quali, so it was my first main draw and my first win, and it was just unbelievable feeling, because when you're young, I would say you're more nervous and more excited, because you're like, wow, maybe that's my last Grand Slam in my life, because when I was young, I didn't really think I would be able to make it where I am right now. So I thought, okay, maybe that's my only Wimbledon I'm going to play. And I was so nervous going on the court. And since then, every time coming back here, I feel really really special to be able to play. And so talking about last year, I followed the rules, so I couldn't play. I spent the time with my family. We had a good vacation. So I was definitely disappointed to play, but I always try to find positives. So it doesn't give me extra motivation, but the fact that Wimbledon for the moment is my worst slam in terms of result, maximum first round. I want to try to improve it. I want to try to play well, and yeah, I have big goals for this year.
You never complained really compared to you could have done, but do you think that will help you win? The fans might be won over by that, the fact that you took everything in your stride as an individual.
I don't know how it's going to work with the fans. You never know. You come on the court. I don't know how will they feel. When I go out in London or here, even in Wimbledon, seeing some people from the grounds and stuff like this, I feel like we're in a good relationship with London. But you never know, and I sometimes I can get angry on the court and lose the crowd. Sometimes I can get angry on the crowd and win the crowd like this. So let's see how it goes. The only thing, I love this tournament, and as I said in the beginning, especially the first couple of days you come here, you're like, wow, there's no better place. So let's see if they if they hear these words.
Having beaten Novak in a major final, you have a different perspective than most on what he's achieved and the difficulty to attain major titles. What's your perspective at this moment, given what he's accomplished and is still accomplishing at this age that you alluded to earlier?
Well, first of all, I don't know how does he do it, because the thing is that I feel like I can feel this in most of the players, probably except Rafa, Novak, and Roger, is that we all can have bad days and really lose it, like to guys outside of top 100 when they're on a good day, to qualifiers, to wildcards, to whoever. And I feel like that's normal in sports. One has a bad day, the other one has the best in his life. The result is done. And I think if I saw it right, Novak is almost 50%. Like he was what? I think I saw that he was he played 70 majors, and 35 he was in the final. And I don't know how is it possible. Like, he doesn't have a bad days, or no, actually he does, like everybody. But even on these bad days, he manages to beat the opponent, and it's actually tough because it's 1 against 1, and both of them want to win. So I don't know how he's doing it, and that's why he's for me the greatest in the history of tennis. But this is basically, of course, debatable. And to be able to beat him when he was going for a Grand Slam, maybe he was a little bit tighter than usual, but I played an amazing match, and this gives me even more pride that I was able to do it, given what he continued to do after this. At the same time, from the other perspective, a slam is a slam, no matter against who you win, no matter how you win it. It's a US Open title. So yeah, I'm just happy that I was able to do it, but I don't want to stop. I want to try to continue to play against him again in the finals or against anyone else. And that's what I didn't manage to do since some time.
Hi, thanks very much. I was just wondering, earlier on today, Ms. Sabalenka made a remark, a statement that she wouldn't be answering questions of a political nature. Is that your position also, or are you free to answer questions?
I feel like I can answer. Then I don't know, if everyone will be happy with my answers or not. But I feel like I can answer everything.
Well, just very quickly then, what is your position in regards to tennis players, such as yourself, but others, using their position, their platform, to discuss the war in Ukraine and the ongoing conflict?
I think, the thing is that I have always said that I cannot talk for other players because I have always lived like this. I always kind of, I don't like to force others to say anything. So if anyone doesn't want to raise his voice, that's his position. Mine, I always said the same. I'm for peace. So, yeah, not much more to add.
Well, Wimbledon's made it pretty clear where they stand on the war in Ukraine. They're very supportive of Ukraine. What do you think of that, and what do you think that's going to color how the fans respond to you?
As I said, for the fans, I have no idea. Maybe, I don't know. I go on the court and I see, and when I go on the court, I always try to be myself. And there are definitely some tournaments where people, for whatever reason, like me less. Some tournaments, I feel like I get a lot of support, and that's, of course, a great feeling. But I always, the more I play tennis, the more I feel like if you try to fake something to win the fans over, first of all, they're probably going to feel it, maybe if not straight away, but sooner or later. And you're going to get like drowned in the slice, because you're not going to remember what you liked the last time. If you tell the truth, it's easier. And talking about Wimbledon, as I said about last year, I'm following the rules. I'm happy that I'm able to play this year, tournament I love. Hopefully I can show some good tennis and stay here for longer. Yeah, not much more to it.
What about their stand on the war? They've taken a pretty strong stand here, more than other tournaments.
As I said, it's their position. So it's the position of the tournament. Me, I'm just here to play tennis.
Okay, we're going to wrap up there.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.